Okay, so yeah, so you're probably only now. This is probably the intro, in all honesty, because yet again I'm proving that this whole streaming and recording thing is well, it's not hard, honestly. I'm stupid. Essentially, I'm only now just figuring out what's making so the recording isn't saving, and then the issue for that though is that I'm finding it out by having another set of recording deleted. So essentially, you've just missed the FA Cup game, me trying to sign players on loan for right wing, which by the way neither have joined. But essentially, the game you missed was the FA Cup game, which as you can see we lost 1-0. So yeah, that's an issue. But you know, we will move on because, as you can see, we're only 1 point behind Watford. But I'm now going to go and try and find some right wingers that we could maybe sign on loan just to give backup for Wheeler, as he is literally our only right wing in the club right now. Right, okay, so I have shortlisted 3 more players that could possibly be good signings for our right winger spot. We've brought in, well, we've not brought in anyone, but we're looking to bring in either Tyrese Campbell, Poveda of Leeds United, and Harry Wilson. The only reason I've shortlisted Wilson is because of the fact that he currently plays for Championship club Cardiff. So I'm hoping that maybe the game will take that into consideration and let me loan him. He is going to be first priority because obviously he will be the best out of all of them. So we're going to approach to loan, and Liverpool are willing to spot and to talk, I should say. So that is good. So that does not look like Jurgen Klopp. Basic terms. Again, only going to look for a short term, just so he runs out at the end of the season. And in terms of the wage, oh, the max I could pay is 60. Oh, I suppose, yeah, because oh my god, his wage. 35, 65, please. No, yeah, okay, no. 40, 60. Thank you. Now, that's going to cost a lot, in all honesty, to get Harry Wilson, but I think it'll be worth it for a player of his ability. So now I'm going to simulate ahead and see if we can get him. Okay, right, yeah, this is not going very well. As you can see, Harry Wilson has also declined to join the club. So that's another one out of the window, I suppose, and not possible. I suppose on to our next target, which will indeed be... who will it be? It's going to be... Let's go for Poveda next. I like the look of him, so we're going to approach to loan him. Yeah, I mean, I'm really just hoping one of these can sign. Basic terms. Maybe is it got something to do with the short term? Maybe let's go for a year for Poveda then. Oh right, okay. Well then. Okay, yeah, short term. Let's go 45, 55. Okay. So right, now hopefully Poveda will sign, and that shall be our player sorted. Right, okay. Poveda declined. Okay, so the final loan deal that I'm going to be looking to do is Tyrese Campbell, which I'm assuming now won't even let me approach him. Yeah, okay. Boys, this is not my episode. I also think that because of how much time we've spent kind of here and the menus, that's the one. I'm probably only going to do 2 games this episode. So yeah, but the reason I'm saying that is because I'm now going to spend a little bit more time trying to just find that right winger because we need to get someone in the window. Right, okay, so the final loan player I'm going to try and sign, and if not, I'm going to try and sign someone for around 700k in the hopes that they can just do good enough of a job. But yeah, the player we're going to be trying now is Joe Gelhardt from Leeds United as well. So it's going to let me approach them, and I'm just going to hope, I'm going to pray that the game will actually let me sign him. So we're going to go on for a loan deal. We're going to go 1 year. Wow, Leeds do not want their players to go out on year-long loans. 60-40, we'll just call it 50-50 and call it there. Wow, no. Wow, these lot are being really stingy. 55-45? Okay. So now, with that done, if he does not accept this, we shall just try and sign a player, because I'm getting sick of having to just try and sign loan players, honestly. Right, well, it looks like it's signing a player it is then. Right, okay, so I think I've found our solution to our winger situation. It is as simple as we're just going to turn Samuel into our right winger now. You know, he'll provide really good depth now, him being able to play striker and right winger, and will just prove his place in the team, I feel, at right wing as well. So yeah, I suppose that finally is an issue that we don't have to worry about anymore, because it should hopefully now be solved in 2 weeks when Samuel is able to play at the right wing. We can then train him to be, you know, an inverted winger, get his weak foot up, and you know, it'll be really good, I think. Right, okay, so just before we go into the next game of the episode, we actually have a transfer offer for Fred Onyedinma. I am going to be rejecting this because obviously we kind of need him right now. So yeah, we're going to reject that, and now I'm going to set up the team for the Bristol game. Right, okay, so after all those transfer issues, we now find ourselves actually at game day. Like I said, there's only going to be two games in this episode. It's going to be the Bristol game and then the Reading game. So yeah, this is going to be the team that we're running with. It's pretty much just the normal team. Pattison comes in, Stewart, Mengi, Davis, McCarthy, Onyedinma, Frost, Ida, Wheeler and Gape, along with Travers. So yeah, hoping to see another good performance to match our recent incredible league form, really. So yeah, let's get into the game. Right, okay, so here we go into the first game of the episode. Well, technically the second game, if I actually had the Wimbledon game saved. It might be, but I'm pretty sure it isn't going to be after what happened in the last episode. It should literally be the exact same situation where I've made the mistake. So yeah, this should be the first game of the episode. Yeah, hoping for a win. And that is going to be half time. You're probably wondering why I've just skipped from kick-off to half time. It's because nothing happened. I don't think... was there a shot? There might not have been, honestly. I don't think there was a shot in that entire game. I could be wrong, but I don't think there was. Oh no, there was one. Yeah, no, there was one, and it was in the 45th minute by Bristol. So yeah, hoping for a more exciting second half, definitely. Yeah, nothing more to say, really. McCarthy, Wheeler, Ida, into Wheeler, and he scores. I'll be honest, I've had the energy sucked out of me due to this game being so boring in the first half, and I was also just talking bad on Wheeler, like just, you know, saying about how he's like nowhere near as good as Horgan essentially. But he shuts me up there to give us the lead. Wheeler with a great finish across the keeper to make it 1-0 to us in what has been a very boring match. That's our first it's our first shot of the game. And it leads with the opener. McCarthy. Oh my word. That just about sums up how we played. I'm gonna put that in the game. I'm gonna put that in the episode, honestly, just so you can see how bad of a game this has been. Okay, so with it coming up to the 70th minute, I know the 70th minute, you'd think it would only be the 10th minute with the fact this is the third highlight of the game. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to make a couple of changes now. We're going to bring off Gape for Adinaran and Thompson on for Pattison. Any other changes? I might bring on Samuel for... yeah, let's bring on Samuel. We'll put Samuel at right wing. Test him out in... Whoa, what's happening to my voice? Test him out in the right wing and see how he does. And well, ladies and gentlemen, that does indeed go down as the worst episode, not the worst episode, hopefully, maybe, the worst game of the season so far, the worst game of the series as well. By far, as you can see, there was one highlight in the entire game, and it was Wheeler's Wheeler's goal, I should say. It was not a fun game, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that's about all I'll say on that game. Actually, wait, no, it's not the only thing I'll say on the game, I suppose. I should also say that, you know, good win, I suppose. You know, we managed to grind it out in a scrappy, very scrappy game. But, you know, we still managed to get the 3 points in the end, so I suppose I need to be happy about that. Right, okay, so heading into the final game of this episode. This is going to be the team that we're running with. It pretty much stays the same, apart from Thompson comes in for Pattison. I'm hoping to see a much better performance. Of course, yes, like I said, We did win the last game, but it's still, you know, there's a case of winning a game, there's a case of playing good in a game. I kind of want both. But also, just before we do go into this game, I feel like I should probably add that we find ourselves on top of the league now. As you can see, Watford really have not hit form ever since we bet them. They just seem to be dropping points quite often now. And so we find ourselves taking advantage of that and going to the top of the league by a point. So I'm hoping we can continue to do this, and we could win the championship this season. Right, okay, so here we are, the final game of this episode. Like I said, sorry for only being 2 games in this episode, but I'm just going to try and balance it out with also having the transfer market open, obviously, because I don't want these videos being like half an hour long. You know, I want to keep them around like 25 to 20, and so having a third game would definitely push it over to that like part. So yeah, anyways, let's hope we can get 3 points here. Baldock, Joao, Baldock with the shot, and 10 minutes in, Reading causing a good chance there, but it is matched by the save of Travers. A really good strike from Baldock, but it matched by the save of Travers at full stretch there to keep it out, and he does, but Reading will have a corner, so the attack not over just yet. Here's Elise. Goes into Joao, in for another shot now. Now we look to come up the field with Grimer. Attack just about staying alive here, and Grimer can feed it into Gape. He's not used to being this high up the field, and almost just threaded it through into the path of Wheeler. Gape for a really good pass for Fred on Yedinma. It's on Yedinma with the shot, and it's on Yedinma with the goal. A really good goal from Fred on Yedinma, but it all comes due to the brilliant pass from Gape to play in on Yedinma. But you cannot disregard the footwork there by on Yedinma. You know, gets past his first man and just sits the other man down, goes around him and then curls it into the top corner. It's an excellent goal from Fred on Yedinma. The type of goals he's capable of, maybe just hasn't shown it consistently all season. But if he can, he could be a really good player for us. Elise. Here's the shot from Swift, but it's a really good block from Stewart. He had to make that. If he hadn't, it probably would have been 1-1. Reading causing some chances. And now Leif Davis looks to bring us high up the field. Lots of space to run into here, Leif Davis. Still going now, the young fullback. It's Davis with the ball into the box. But it's cleared away well. Almost a second goal for us there. Okay, that is going to be half time. We find ourselves 1-0 up. Could have been more. Definitely could have been levelled though. Is the one thing that you'd have to say. So yeah, a good performance from us. But just before we go into the second half, I am going to be taking off Gape. As you can see there, could have a slight injury, so I'm not gonna take any chances. We're gonna take him off for Adinaran. As you can see, I've actually converted into a centre defensive midfielder. So yeah, hoping I can make him into a really good CDM to give cover for Gape, and who knows, maybe become our permanent CDM for next season when his loan runs out. Because I am tempted to maybe sign him. Ida can go out wide for Onyedinma. Onyedinma back to Adam Ida. It'll drop to him again. A really good bit of play between our left winger and our striker. Good link up play, but the shot just blocked as I think it was flying into that top corner. But another really good chance for us goes missing. Adinaran. And now Jack Frost. This is the situation that he is a fan of. It's Frost into Adam Ida. Adam Ida to seal the deal. And he's missed it. Well, I was so confident that he was going to score that I was essentially I was about to start pressing the X button to celebrate. But he has missed from there. An unbelievable miss from Adam Ida. But just also now coming up to the 70th minute, I am going to make a couple changes. Joe Jacobson going to come on. And so is Patterson. I cannot believe he missed that. The type of chances that he will score 9 out of 10 times, but we've just seen the 1 out of 10 that he misses. Ida, Wheeler, Thompson, Onyedinma. We'll come to Onyedinma again. And with a bit of luck, we find ourselves securing the 3 points. Definitely a scrappy goal, but you need to score the scrappy goals to win the games. A really good bit of play from us in the lead up to the goal. Oh, it's a Rabona goal, never mind. Wow, I did not notice that. An unbelievable goal from Fred Onyedinma to seal the deal and to seal all 3 points. I thought he just tapped it in. I did not realise he scored the Rabona goal. Well, never mind that. It was not a scrappy finish. It was a beautiful finish. Okay, so in the 90th minute now we have ourselves a corner. Onyedinma will deliver it into the box. The header from Stewart is the header that makes it 3-0. A much better end to the game than it was realistically for the whole game. We've found that clinical edge right at the end of the game to secure the kill-off of Reading and to secure all 3 points. It's a brilliant corner into the box from Onyedinma, and it's a beautiful header from Stewart right in down low, harder for the keeper. 3 points secured now. Another, well, not 9 out of 9 I should say, 6 out of 6. And that is going to be full time. A really good end to the game from us, and just kind of controlled the game realistically throughout the entire thing. Reading had some chances and probably did have more possession, but we defended well and we definitely deserved the win, as you can see there. So yeah, another good episode. Right, okay, so as I've just came out of that, I've came to check on the injury for Gape, and yeah, as you can see, it's only a bruised shoulder, so he'll be out for 5 days, which means he will miss the Millwall game, which means Adinaran gets a really good chance to show why he should be in contention for starting, and he really does. He shows it all the time. For his rating, he plays really, really well. So that's why I like putting faith in him, because, you know, he's not going to be a regular by any means necessarily, because Gape is literally one of our best players, but he always does really well whenever he comes into the team. Adinaran, Thompson, great performance, I suppose. But anyway, so yeah, that is going to be the end of this quite interesting episode, I would definitely say. I'd say it is a good one still, hopefully. But anyways, yeah, if you did enjoy the video and you want to see these episodes live, my Twitch is in the description where I stream these. It should also be on screen right now. One of these days I'm going to forget to do that. But yeah, also if you did enjoy the video, I suppose, leave a like. And yeah, I shall see you in 2 days, maybe, for the next episode. So yeah, goodbye.